from one RGJ band that were killed here on this spot in July 1982. For many, many, many years, the Green Jackets, the Light Division and the Rifles never played Oliver as a selection out of a mark of respect for that day and those people. When I ran the regular band of the Rifles back in 2011 to 14, I asked the question why we don't play Oliver. Of course, the obvious answer was because that's what they were playing on the bandstand. So I challenged that and said, but if we never play Oliver, then we can never talk about it. The Royal Marines march through Deal every year. And so I tested the water with Dave Timms back in 2013, I think, and we played Oliver with a regular band up in Durham Cathedral. And now we're doing it as well. We don't do it for every concert. So I wanted to share this with you because I know we've got some of the bandsmen from that day with us today, and they maybe haven't heard this selection since for 41 years. But we're going to play it today. We're going to stop in the middle. We're going to remember those 7 guys that were killed, and then we'll continue on to play the rest of the selection, which this bandstand hasn't heard. So we'll bring the buglers on halfway through. We'll have a little mark of respect, and then we'll carry on. I hope you can understand why I want to play this selection almost on every concert. So bear with me. Thank you. Oliver. Warrant Officer Class 2 Graham Barker. Sergeant Robert Livingstone. Corporal Johnny McKnight. Bandsman John Heritage. Bandsman George Monsieur. Bandsman Keith Powell. Bandsman Lawrence Smith, and who died as a result of that day some time later, Sergeant Keith Lewis. Thank you.